Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 17th. Just trying to get some more light on me here. So this week, you have a good week in general. I mean, you have some of the similar messages. I think what I talked about last week is, how you want to be nurtured and things like that. I mean, that was coming up last week a lot about like nurturing and even nurturing other people. Leo cares about other people a great deal. Um, in a lot of ways. They want to be nurturers, I think, in a lot of ways as well. It's kind of like one of the, I don't know, maybe it's well known, but, I think it's one of like kind of the hidden sides of Leo for sure, is that they do really care about other people. Sometimes, I guess the word I'm looking for is more like a protector of other people in a lot of ways. Sometimes putting themselves, in harm's way over, other people. So, to that extent in a lot of ways. You have the Ace of Hearts, and, this is a card. I mean, it's a great card to get, number one. I mean, first off, if you're single or you're looking for love, I mean, definitely on the table. It's definitely coming in. I think I said this last week, and I feel it right now, is that it doesn't feel like immediate for those of you waiting for love. It feels like it's coming, but I think you have a little bit longer to wait, probably. I think September is definitely a better month for love in a lot of ways, but I think it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming to you. But again, this is a card of nurturing and caring, and caring for other people, and even protecting other people, nurturing other people, all of those things. And I think you'll be doing it. I think this week, it's definitely about nurturing yourself. I think that's the one thing, is I think that you need to focus on yourself a little bit more this week. It's come up, kind of for a couple other signs as well that I've read for so far, is that really what people need to do is, it's not being greedy, it's just looking out for yourself and taking care of yourself. And I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get my other light to come on, which it's not doing, but that's all right. So, I think it's all about taking care of yourself, protecting yourself, looking at yourself, nurturing yourself, and, really kind of going above and beyond to do that. Because next you have the Ace of Spades, which I think you got last week, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe the week before or something. This card represents, and I've told this story 100 times now, because a lot of signs get this, but it's all about a forest fire. It's all about, things literally burning away in your life. But the good news is this card brings in all the regrowth, all the new stuff growing back in your life. So, Leo, I feel like has been dealing with a lot of stuff for a really long time. I mean, some Leos probably for, their whole lives almost so far. It's been a challenge, I think, for Leo, a lot, especially when it comes to things like work. A lot of work challenges, even relationships, a lot of relationship challenges. But I think that was all this burning down. I think moving forward, the next 6 months even, your life will be a lot better in a lot of ways. A lot of new stuff coming in, a lot of good regrowth. I mean, a lot of stuff had to burn away. I think Leo has learned a lot, over this whole period of time. You have the Jack of Hearts coming in. I feel like this is what you need to do. Again, nurture yourself, all about nurturing yourself. But it's also actually about allowing yourself to have fun. Maybe if you felt like you can't do things like go out and enjoy yourself, or go out and, have fun, or go to dinner even with friends or something like that. This card says just do it. Make sure to do it because you need it. You need to start having fun. You need to start allowing yourself to have fun in life. It's almost like, if you get what the message I'm kind of getting is, like, if you don't have fun and you keep putting fun off, eventually you will become somebody who's not fun. And it's like kind of one of those things. It's like you need to play to, bring that stuff back into your life, and to allow more fun energy back into your life as well. So definitely make it a point to go out and have fun this week and do things. Next card you have is the Five of Clubs, which is all about a change in the way that we think. It's a very mental card. Has a lot to do with mental abilities. But it has to do with a change. It's all about birth. Fives are my birth cards, so they represent birth. And, think about it. Birth is always painful. or I mean, birth is at least thought of as painful by most people. And so the period before this time that we're in right now, was probably painful. You probably went through a lot of painful mental things that weighed on you mentally, even, had a mental, emotional type of weight to them. And it had to birth you into this new way of thinking, and into a new way for you of being. And I just dropped the card, so it birthed you into this new kind of way of being, new type of person even. And I think that's what's happening to you. And I think mentally over the next 6 months, I mean, it feels like 6 months. I think your changes for Leo are going to happen over the next 6 months. Mental changes are not a fast process, of course. I mean, especially if you're older, the older we get, the more set in our ways we become, the more kind of like we fall into these routines, which, I could go into a whole long thing about how the past 8 years in particular, the energy has all been about breaking our routines and changing up what we do on a daily basis. That's what the whole period has been about, and it has changed people forever. But this is all about that coming into existence, being birthed out. It's all incredibly good stuff. I mean, incredibly transformative. Leo, definitely one of the signs that will be changed forever. I mean, definitely is one of the signs that has one of the strongest changes, and it's all good. It's very positive stuff. And I think maybe this week you'll start to taste some of those changes. So enjoy it. It looks like an exciting week with 2 aces. It's going to be pretty powerful, and I think only positive. It's going to be a good week in general.